Welcome to Binge-Worthy Network. From legendary stars to action heroes and more, join us as we reveal the top 8 actors who died before their movie was completed. At number 8, we have Carrie Fisher. A more recent one that most people know about. Carrie Fisher died in 2016 while she was filming Star Wars: The Last Jedi. The film had to be edited in order to work around the death in certain points, although all of her scenes had basically been filmed at that time. Fisher's character, Princess Leia, was alive at the end of The Last Jedi, and the next film, Rise of Skywalker, was to be featured with her in it. So the team took scenes that weren't used from The Last Jedi and worked in some body doubles and cleverly used light and camera and made it feel like she was there. Number 7, Paul Walker. Sticking with more recent deaths, Paul Walker was one of the main stars of the Fast and Furious franchise, and he helped cement the franchise as legendary by being in all of them. But one of the films, up until his tragic death, was Fast and Furious 7. What's worse is he actually died in a car accident that honestly was not even his fault, as he was doing a charity event. Many wonder how the film would be finished with Paul Walker passing on, and a discussion was made to bring in his brother and have him play a CGI version of him, not unlike what they did with Fisher in Star Wars with her daughter. The tribute to him in the movie was considered very touching. Number 6, Philip Seymour Hoffman. The final movie of The Hunger Games wasn't the climactic ending that moviegoers were hoping for, and hanging over the movie was the death of one of its supporting characters in Philip Seymour Hoffman. He played a big role in the final films, and one of the big scenes he was supposed to be filmed in couldn't be done without him, so they had a character read a letter from him instead of doing a CGI rendition. Number 5, we have Oliver Reed. The movie Gladiator is considered one of the best movies that had helped start off the 2000s, and one of the people who made it very special was Oliver Reed. Reed played a slave trader who brought the gladiators to the Colosseum for the emperor. His role was small but significant. He died of a heart attack, though, before the film was done, and some CGI had to be used to film him in small scenes. Number 4, Marilyn Monroe. Many people considered Marilyn Monroe to be one of the most beautiful women ever to live, and her movies were always newsworthy for one reason or another. Sadly, her 1962 film, Something's Gotta Give, was memorable solely because she died from a drug overdose before it was completed. As a result, it was never done, and the only clips of the people who saw it were from the ones from the documentaries about her death. Number 3, we have John Ritter. While not a movie, John Ritter of Three's Company fame was making a huge comeback on TV via the show 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter. He was very much the star of the show and then suddenly collapsed on set and died of a heart attack. The show attempted to continue, even doing a stirring tribute to him through the rest of the season. The series even brought in other stars just to fill in the void of Ritter, but the show didn't last too much longer after his passing. Number 2, we have Bruce Lee. One of the greatest tragedies ever was that Bruce Lee didn't get to see the rest of his life. The martial arts legend changed the game and inspired many generations of warriors and warrior films. In 1978, Lee was filming Game of Death when he suddenly and somewhat randomly passed away. An unfinished version of the film was released soon after, and in 1978, a more complete version was done after some splicing of footage. And number 1, we have Heath Ledger. Something that gets misremembered about the death of Heath Ledger is that they think he died during the filming of The Dark Knight, where he played the Joker and even got a posthumous Academy Award for his portrayal of the character. But that's actually not true. He had finished playing the Joker and did all of his scenes for the film before passing. He was filming the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus when he died, and that film wasn't even 1/3 of the way through filming when it happened. Many people still mourn the death of Ledger. So, what do you think? What do you think of the actors and actresses who passed away before they could finish their movies? Can you believe that so many died while they were filming? Which one of these hit you the hardest? Let me know by commenting down below, and make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more of the latest updates. Take care.